So it's Monday, towards the end of April. Stripping the wallpaper off the bathroom today. I started actually last week and then got fed up with it. The main reason is it's Western wood chip. The paper itself is just really thin paper, so it could only be the emulsion, but anyway, that's enough that I've shown you of that. There's not much. Yeah, good start to the week. I think I'd sooner be picking my nose. Okay. Right.
What you doing?
Well, I had to take that off because the bar was wrong, wasn't it? So I'm making that good, and then I'm going to plaster this, get that out the way, and any of the bits that I can spot. I've mixed up a lot of plaster, that's for sure. But anyway, that's what I'm up to. A bit of this, bit of that. What are you up to?
Work. They're all turning up.
Students, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'll let you get on with it then.
yeah, you better get on with it. Go on, get on with it.
I am. Coming for a nosy.
Well, not finished, but that's got its first coat on that you're looking at.
Yeah.
Just wants polishing. That's finished. Don't look very good, but it's flat. And I can replace then the strips to make up the panelling. This has gone on. As you can see, I got a little bit of plaster on the floor. That's a joke, there's a ton of it. But I have a trimmer, it's, you know, and I can't use the hand board. I have to work out the bucket anyway. And any plasterer or good DIYer will tell you that working out of a bucket, it's not good. Anyway, this is reasonably flat now. And you can see what I've done is I feathered the plaster past where the board was and where we filled in the other day. So I've feathered it in. What I'm now going to try to do, and it's going off very slowly because it's different thicknesses in places. As we know, they're really thick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you can see that it's starting to go hard, to go off, because you can see the different colour in it. Do you see there, look?
Yeah.
And there. Here. So it must be quite thin there. Now here, what I've done is this was quite a bit of feathering that was needed. This is lower than that was. So I'm really having to feather it through. With us putting thick paper on, it's not so bad, you know.
You cut your head.
Well, these are very sharp and this is a very big float. And I did that and dug it in my head. It's, you know, it can't be helped. It's just as it is. Anyway, try not to stand. If you put this on your carpet, viewers, on your carpets, it will degrade your carpet, stain real bad. So, which is why I have my slippers there. I can step out of my shoes. Anyway, what I'm going to try and do, well, I will do it, but I need to know if this is going off so it's harder than it was in terms of, you know, the plaster setting is you see all the faults in it there, big scrape marks there and there and there. They're all over the place, particularly at the bottom. The reason that they're at the bottom mostly is because this is too soft. So if I was to dig my trowel in, it actually would go in, and I don't want that. This is called a float for good reason. It's because you're floating the plaster. Now, I've cleaned up in here, but that plastering there that's touching that, of course, has gone hard. What I don't want to do is to pull a rock, as it were, across the plaster, because it marks it like there, you see. But at the end of the day, I've got a really good sander, so if it isn't that good, I'll just sand it down. But anyway, it's done. So you might want to back up a bit because I'm about to throw some water on this.
Alright, I'm going to take Willow for a walk. She's ready for her afternoon walk. You want to go for your walk, Will?
Don't you want to watch this a little bit?
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Well, that's... So I'm putting a bit of water on, quite a lot. I think modern day now use a sprayer, but anyway. So I'll quickly show you. So I put water on because I want to drag this onto here. I also want to flatten that. Now what you get is a bit of fat on your trowel, it's called fat. So then you go looking for, I'm doing this for the camera, any sort of, there, a big scratch, and you can start to fill it in. I think this is going to need another touch-up coat, and that's okay. The reason is there's not much fat coming off it, and I need a fair bit to like fill that. Do you see?
Yeah.
But see how some places have gone hard,
Yeah.
others like down here too soft. But that is skimming and floating off the plaster. So too soft here. I'm actually marking it, and there you see how it's marking. It should now be just flattening. You can hear it as well. Anyway, there you go. This will at least be finished today, so will that. And hopefully I'll get ready for papering this wall, this one, on Friday. It's Wednesday today. Yeah, that's
Okay.
not quite hard enough. Okay. Go
Okay.
careful.
Go for a walk. Dear, we'll go for a walk. Okay. With a piece of furniture that we weren't going to keep, and now we've decided we will, and it'll be really useful, but it's a bit battered. So some paint's arrived today. I'm not doing it today. Probably not even going to do it this week. But I've got a black sand, so it's sort of like a dark charcoaly colour, and then I need to find some new handles and just modernise it, basically. So it's a satin finish, Rust-Oleum furniture paint. Quite interesting. It'll be the first time I've done that with a piece of furniture. I've got to decide on what colour I'm going to do this as well. So this, I've got to get this sticky stuff off. But when this eventually moves and lives there as sort of like a pantry shelf, I've got to decide on what colour to do that. So I'm going to paint that. And I was thinking to help it merge in with the kitchen theme that I might go for either that, which I've already got a load of, so that's a bonus, got a load of that, or maybe find a paint that picks up this colour here, a little bit like that. We shall see. Anyway, you can give your opinion on that, see what you think. I'm a little bit low on stock, so I'm going shopping. I've done Willow's walk. I'm just going to see what Mike's up to in a minute, see if he's nearly finished with his plastering. He's done really well for quite a smooth wall, really. I'm quite impressed with it anyway. It's lovely out there.
Put my shoes on. Keep my slippers cleanish. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put a second coat on this. I just want to, I'm brushing off this edge because whatever's on here will be hard, and it's just it's like wiping a stone through your fresh plaster. Hopefully I won't pick any up, but I bet I do. So I've mixed up a little batch of plaster. It's quite a big batch actually, wasn't supposed to be. And I'm going to have a look to see where I need to put a bit more plaster on. You can't, I mean, there's a big one there. Can you see it?
Yeah.
There. And all I'm going to do is put that there. If I didn't have my trimmer, I would be working off my handboard, but anyway, I do have a trimmer. So I'm just putting a bit of plaster where I can see the faults. There's one there, one there, bit there, little bit there. That's not bad, but I'll put a little bit there. It's quite difficult to see them while it's like this. And there's quite a few here. It's mostly where I've cut it with the edge of my trowel. Otherwise it won't be bad. There we go. So I'll see how I get on with that. You can see the bottom's still wet here, so I don't hold a lot of hope. Okay. And get my trowel, and hopefully these all disappear. I'm not real worried. This edge here is nice and flat, as is that one and the top. So that's pretty good. What I can do when it's all nice and dry is just give it a light sand. So, you know. Anyway, so I'm just going to put a little bit of water on. Like that. and then see if I can get a bit of fat off it. I have real difficulty holding the trowel. You can see now how that's just filled them holes.
Yeah.
You can also hear how sandy this type of plaster is. It's quite gritty, you know. You see how it's filling it?
Yeah.
You won't see here, but there's 100 lines. It looks like somebody stood on it, like a footprint. And that's when as I've gone over, I've gone and tremored through it, you know. But you won't see that. Look. Jim, our plumber, said, I can't plaster. I said, neither can I. So, but I'm doing this, and he said, it'll end up like Artex then. I said, yeah. It's not that bad. He was joking. So I'm going to try and polish it a little bit. Little bit. Not much, because we're papering here. If this wall was going to be plastered to be emulsioned, I wouldn't be doing it.
No.
It'd be a plasterer. Or Rob, who's a general builder, I think it's... so I'm coming where you are. And just going to see if it will polish. I don't know if it will. Just to take any really bad bits off. Damn. You see what I did then?
Yeah.
I threw my brush in the plastering bucket.
Shall I pull it out?
No, it's alright. Okay, so I'll polish the middle. The bottom of this is too wet really to polish. But it's okay, it looks alright, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right, I'm going to have to go to shop. Need some supplies.
Just a minute. You see the little footprint I put in it there, can you see it?
Yeah.
You see it looks like a footprint, and it's just my tremor. But that's okay, I'll finish off the bottom. That's done, I'll finish off the chasing. And then I'll get cleaned up. What a mess. Okay, good, thank you, bye-bye. So it is Thursday morning. Plaster's drying alright, what I put on there. So, mostly today, I've got a big clean-up job to do, which I've started. And then, I'm going to be doing the bit of sanding that's needed from the plastering that I did yesterday. That's not too bad up there, but it will need a a bit of fettling, a bit of sanding. That needs fixing, which I'm hoping to do today. But first job, get tidied up again. Beautiful sunny day towards the end of April. Anyway, I'll get on with things. Don't think I'll film any sanding because this room is about to get, well, dusty, shall we say. Right, everything's sanded the walls, and I made that good. Put the MDF strip back in where I've made a mistake. But the wall, my plastering from yesterday, I think it was yesterday, anyway, is fine. I give it a 6 out of 10. So what I'm going to do now is I've put a coat of undercoat on the MDF strips of the panelling. The insides of the panelling are plasterboard. You might remember I used sheets of plasterboard and then stuck the MDF strips to them. Anyway, I've put a quick coat of undercoat on the MDF strips. I'm now going to put a coat of emulsion, white emulsion, on that new plastering, just so that when I come to put the lining paper on, the wall is sized or, you know, sealed, just so it takes the lining paper a bit better. I know I've got a few runs on what I did there. It only took me 5 minutes. I just raced it. So I'll get rid of those undercoat runs, put the emulsion on, and then probably put another coat on there. I'm not going to do any filling yet. This, you know, the gaps, etc. The joints need to be filled. I'm not doing that yet. Anyway, that's where I'm up to. Okay, good. So me and Cheryl's moved the 3 work tops off this wall because I want to get to that wall. We've taken the bath upstairs, that's gone in the front spare bedroom, and I can now get to the last of this wood chip. Yippee. So wood chip's got to come off, skirting will come off as well. I'll go in the skip out there. It's only well less than half full at the minute, but I've also got that socket to plaster in. Anyway, so I think that'll be my job for tomorrow. Get that wood chip off, skirting off, get prepped, and then set about papering over the next 2 or 3 days. Right.
We are just discussing what's left to do in this room before the builder gets here. So Mike has just taken off a trim because it was papered underneath. So it'll just make it easier to get the paper on.
I thought that was a crack. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. It's a big lump, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's not. That is though. Look.
Oh, yeah. That's what me. Oh.
Brickware. So that wants plastering. That's actually the outdoor brick. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So, which is probably why it's come off. Again, this could have done with some PVA. It's like a glue, you've heard me talk about it. And then put the plaster on. That's a plastering job. I was hoping I'd finished with plastering jobs. But I've also got that socket to plaster down there. Haven't I?
Yeah.
I might replace them with some of that wooden architrave I've got. What's that like?
Getting quite lumpy.
Well, yeah, it's fine now.
Big all up there.
Yeah, well, just take that trim down there. At least I can get the paper off now. I don't like wallpaper stripping. I've had tons of it to do. Well, every room. The worst was in the, what is going to be the kitchen. That was the worst one last season. Anyway, see, they just haven't, whoever put the windows in, they're just badly fitted. I don't know if they're bad windows, but they're badly fitted. Anyway, plaster, paper off, which I'm going to try and get done before tea today. And then I'll get that bit plastering done so I can get on with the papering. Papering probably starts on Sunday, I would think, maybe Saturday. Yeah. Coming on. I actually think when Rob turns up, let's say if he turned up Monday or Tuesday, we need to text him today, I think we'll finish this room before we'll actually finish the new kitchen installation. Because this is an easy room to do. You know, the kitchen installation will take a bit of time for us, whereas in here, all right, there's a couple of hours plastering, but it's mostly decorating, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, which once you get going, it doesn't take long. Anyway, I'm going to take the paper off now before tea. So that's that. All the paper's off now. Got to get cleaned up, but before I do, I'm just going to give this end of the room, the walls, quick sand. I might tidy up where these curtain rails have been a bit wobbly, but there's a bit of tidying up there. And there's an old rail to come down there. So yeah, got a fair bit of plastering today. I don't know if you can see that gap. It's like a great big hole, but anyway. And that to come. A few other bits, but not much. I've done most of it. So quick sand, big tidy up, ready for the next stage. I'm getting there. Oh, it's Friday. Now I know it's the 29th next Tuesday, so I don't know what date it is today, but I know when it's the 29th. Okay, keep going.
Happy Friday. Oh, I'm a mess. I've just finished getting a little bit cleaned up. Not everything cleaned up, just a little bit. What's going on there? Do you know, I don't know, you know, those of you that signed, you must sit there and think, I did not sign up for this. What the hell is she doing? You joined my channel when it was all, well, for a lot of you, it was all hair, makeup, glam, clothes, clean apartment, beautiful sea view. Now what have you got? Me doing a toasted tea cake for my husband whose legs have given in. He said he had to sit down before he fell down. So I'm doing him a toasted tea cake, and the cow's just boiled a cup of tea. So I've just been wiping everything down again. It's all being covered in dust. He's done really well, and he's been sanding today, so the dust cloud went right up the stairs. Shut the doors, but it gets through on everything anyway. So it's just a case of wiping down again. Anyway, I'm going to do his toasted tea cake. It's just popped. Smells lovely. And then I'm going to go and do some shopping, Friday night shopping. I do realise that I was doing a cocktail and I haven't yet. I haven't fancied it and I've been too busy to sit and relax with a cocktail. But it's Friday night, so I might do it tonight, but it will be on a separate video. It'll just be on a short, because not everybody likes that kind of thing, and that's absolutely fine. So yeah, if you see a short, me having a Bloody Mary, and you want to join me, cheers! Shopping done. I'm crying a little bit because I've just chopped a load of onions for a curry, so I'm just gonna pull together. I'm being really boring, just doing a korma and a butter jar. I don't have a kitchen. You can let me off. Just that's ridiculous. So Mike's had his tea. He had soup and a sandwich. Willow's had her tea. She's had chicken, steak and rice with a smidge of grated cheese. So I'm doing the curry, but for my tea I have no idea. I've got a jacket potato and some cottage cheese, so I'll probably do that. Friday night I know, complaining about my weight and everything, and it's Friday. The only thing about a bank holiday, when you have this long bank holiday, is that you squeeze, the same amount of work, you just got to squash it into a smaller space. So this week has actually been a bit of a nightmare, a bit stressy. So I deserve those from Morrison's. Yeah, anyway, and Haribo. They're my favourite, Star Mix. I don't like any of the others, I just like Star Mix. I'm only funny. So, hang on. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So the korma is going in the freezer. Now when we eventually get the utility done, that's too hot. I'm getting a small deep chest freezer, one that you can drop in at the top. That's so that, because of the utility space, I don't want to have room for opening a door on the side. It's just easier to lift up at the top. So I've run a chest freezer, and that'll make life a little bit easier. What was the point in that? There is a point. Oh, there wasn't a point. There's nothing to do with that. Okay, so tomorrow, Kerry, my stepdaughter, she's picking me up at 10 o'clock and we're going shopping at Marks and Spencer's. I miss Marks and Spencer's. Oh. So I was there pretty much every day in Scarborough because we had a local one. This one is a big one. Don't quite know, I can't remember where it was, but she took me last time. It's got a big food hall anyway. So yeah, I'm going to get all of the really nice things, Willow's favourite treats. Marks and Spencer's do these lovely little sausages. She loves them. So she'll be really excited to get those. And chicken arrabbiata pasta. Marks and Spencer's chicken arrabbiata pasta. Just yum. So I'm going to get a load of those and put them in the freezer. And then the other thing, I can't remember if they have the clothes there, but I tried to get Mike a new pair of slippers from Marks and Spencer's. He only likes their slippers. They're moccasins slippers, and he doesn't like fair lined. So he's had 2 pair. Really likes them, but he keeps using them for DIY and then they get ruined. So I've washed a pair. They're absolutely disintegrating. yes, I've washed them. They're no good. They're no good. I was going to get him a new pair for his birthday, and I tried to shop online, and for some reason Marks and Spencer's online shopping has paused. I don't know if it's just for today. I don't know what's going on there. I will maybe try again later, but hopefully I can get some tomorrow just for his birthday. He will still wear them for DIY, his new pair, because that's what he does. His brand new trainers, wore them for DIY. But anyway, I'm going to have to put the ones that I've washed on the bonfire. They're just not going to live through another day of DIY. Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, the Marks and Spencer's that we're going to tomorrow does have clothes, and I can get him a brand new pair of slippers. That was the exciting news that I had for you this afternoon, this Friday afternoon. Aren't you just so happy that you tuned in? Got to this point to hear that news. Oh, right, I'm going to get on with my tea. Morning. Done my hair. That pink didn't last very long. It faded really quickly. I've got some other different type that might last a little bit longer, so I'll maybe do that next week. I'm going shopping today. Nothing exciting actually. Well, it is for me. Marks and Spencer's. I miss Marks and Spencer's in Scarborough, so my stepdaughter is picking me up in about half an hour and taking me to Marks and Spencer's so I can just get some of the bits that I really like and I miss. I think I've already told you that, but anyway, that's what I'm doing. And I've got my new t-shirt on that she bought me. Oh, I've had the best day. I've been 4 hours shopping. Oh, I've had the best day. We've been to Asda, Living, then Next, Superdrug, M&S, and then a big Morrison's. So I got quite a fair bit. I'm going to show you some clothes that I got in the sale in Asda, and some really nice stuff I got from M&S for Mike's birthday as well. There's a little bit of my loot today. Marks and Spencer's. Thought I'd try something different. Try some of those. I've got some other things as well. There's some lamb kebabs. I've got Mike some really posh chocolate for his birthday. Got 3 different. There's a raspberry one. And got that one to try because he loves fruit and nut. So he does like a little bit of chocolate on an evening, but he does better on high quality chocolate rather than, well, he don't really care what chocolate he eats, but he does better on that. Stocked up on these. Willow absolutely loves these. I've just given her a packet and she's gone berserk outside. So she's really happy. I got loads of them. So I've got plenty to put in her treat box. Mike loves that. Loves it. So I might do that with some kebabs. And I've got some else. So I've got some, oh yeah, got some of them. And I've got some fries. Just some little fries in there. That is my all-time favourite. Marks and Spencer's chicken arrabbiata. Oh my word. Love it. Love it. So I got 3 of those. 3 for £10 I think it was. And I got some really nice potatoes. So if we don't have fries, we could actually do potato. That might be better actually. Potatoes with kebabs and 3 bean salad. One of Mike's favourites is their Chinese stuff, crispy chili beef. So I got him some of that and some egg fried rice. What else have we got in here? Oh yeah, I thought I'd give this a go. You know, I'm trying out little cocktail things. I thought I'd try that. Banana rum. Never tried it before. Oh, and he loves these. I don't like them, but he does. Spicy Calabrian spice sausages, and they last till 11th of May, so plenty of time on those, or I could put them in the freezer. So I've got in some of those. A prosecco, got some olives, yum, 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 yum. Oh, I got him a couple of scones. He's currently tucking into a fruit scone and a cup of tea. Morrison's were doing wine of the week, I think they call it, and that was £5, so I thought I'd give that a try. And I got those to try as well. Gunpowder potatoes. Oh, I know this is a little bit pricey, but I do like beef. I like a bit of beef, but there's no point me buying a big joint because Mike doesn't eat beef. But if I just got that, I thought me and Willow will work our way through that. What else does Mike like? Loves this from Morrison's pork chicken ham half pie. So he's had some of that for his dinner. I left him some, so I got some yesterday. So I got another one, and that's good until the 3rd of May. Got a few little dips. Pedicure dip. Just 50p each. Don't know why. Oh, for the kebabs. Oh, and I spotted that. Thought that might be nice. Chili, lily, pickle. Yeah. Oh, and Mike likes that as well. I don't. I really don't like that. And some coronation chicken. He loves that. And I've got my baguette. And I also got Cobeg. Hello. It's not like I can show you properly because I don't have the room. But, oh, wait till you see this. His birthday cake. So his birthday is on the 29th. And that's good till the 2nd of May, so I've just got to keep it cool because the sun hits this room quite bad, so I need to find somewhere to put this. But yeah, that's his birthday cake. Isn't that lovely? My favourite, beef tomatoes. They're expensive, but I got 2 of them. I love them. I could just eat them like apples. And I got Willow a couple of these. These have gone up in price. They used to be £2.99 and they're £3.75 now. But anyway, she can smell them. So I've got her a couple of steaks. And I got this as well, apple pie. For some apple pie and cream. Or I've got some ice cream. But yeah, we'll probably have that tonight as well. Not all of it, but a slice of it. Right, I better get this stuff away, all this yummy stuff. Put it away, and then later I'll show you the clothes that I got and a couple of little presents that I got Mike. I can't show you all of the presents. In fact, no, I can't, because this video is going to go out tomorrow and it's his birthday on Tuesday, so I can't show you. You know, sometimes, honestly, Cheryl, stop it. No, sorry, you'll have to wait till next week for Mike's birthday presents. Willow's had a walk. She had a manicure, she wasn't keen. Right, let's see where Mike's up to.
Oh, got the plastering done, have the socket there to finish. But these bits right up here, they're done. You can't see them from there.
No, well, I'll have to come round.
But I got that lining paper on that wall. But I've stopped there because the rest needs cutting into here. That's wet plaster, and I'm going to have to fill these tonight so that tomorrow they're dry, ready for plastering, so the paper can go on. We'll be finished lining paper tomorrow. Yeah.
That was where all that plaster came off. So that's fixed. Looks very tidy.
Well, it's got to have lining paper on it and then some beading put on it, so it's fine. I don't know what else I did. I've just gone round and round in circles today. But anyway, I've got that lining paper on. That's Saturday. So tomorrow, well, I've got to finish the filling around the shelves so that it's dry for morning. So I'm going to have a go at that, and then that's that done.
Good.
Okay.
Very productive day.
Well, not bad.
Whew. Warm in here. Okay, just done tea. When all the appliances are on in here, it's just, wee. Anyway, Mike's having his tea, so he's having the, oh, just hang on. There. He's having kebabs and lamb kebabs, chicken and lamb kebabs. I'm having those as well. He's already got his. And he's had a slice of that fresh Coburg cob with some coronation chicken on it, because he likes that. And he's had potatoes, sweet corn. What else has he had? Oh, I gave him some poppadoms with 3 little dips. And I'm having healthier version. I'm having salad and maybe not healthy, but I'm having some cheese on my slice of bread. Corn on the cob, potatoes, and those leftover kebabs. And that's it, that's my tea. It's not really healthy, that's very fatty, but very nice. And yeah, it is Saturday night tea. This is what I'm having. Ooh, yum, 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 yum. Olives. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday, so I'm going to close this video off, but first I just want to show you some of the things I got yesterday shopping, some of my little bargains in the sale. Let's have a look. Morning, Willow. We're going for a walk soon. I know. You're the bestest girl. You're the bestest girl. Jumper dress in the sale. £9. Fabulous. So I like that a lot. Lovely little, I don't know, that's not a dress, it's like a long tunic top. £10. What do you think? That is so me. That is so sweet. Be nice. Just some normal leggings. I don't think they were in the sale, but they weren't too expensive. Oh, £14. But they look comfy. And then just for hanging about in, £6. Just a t-shirt dress. That might be a little bit snug on my bum, I don't know. But for £6 I thought, you know, it'll do. Just for hanging around in. That's those. Now, you might remember I did my hair pink and it didn't quite go to plan. Well, it did, but it didn't stay, it didn't stick very long. It didn't last. So I've got this. This was £8. So I hope it does the job. It's a clarifying shampoo. I do use a lot of oil-based products, serums, and you know, shampoos and conditions that can sometimes leave a coat of product on your hair. So this one is apple cider vinegar blend, clarify and shine for all hair types, gently detox for hydrated, soft and healthy looking hair. Sulfate free surfactants. Anyway, hopefully that's going to do the job, and just in time for me to do a bit of a toner. It's time to tone my hair. So I've got an ash, and I haven't used this one before, so I'm going to give that a go and see what that turns out like. It is just rather than a one product that you just use once, you get a little plastic bowl and some drops. So I don't know how long that'll last for, but we shall see. And then once I've done that, I'm going to try the pink again. I do have some other pinks that are a bit stronger, but they're more of a deeper pink, and I like the real pastel-y one. So I'll just give it a go first with this tone pink, see how it goes. If it's not going to last, then I'll have to go for my deeper pink, which is sort of more getting on for a purpley rosy pink. What else did I get? I've got this to try. Illuminating water. Not tried it before. I don't even know what it's supposed to do. But post shampoo rinse for vibrant shine and enhanced protection in seconds. But I'm not going to use that until I've done the shampooing, clarifying, toning, pink, and then I'll put this on. What else did I get? I just got oh, I like my I like to do my eyeliner. I haven't done it for a while because the one that I have it's gone dry, and normally I have a fat one. Willow, there's nothing in there for you. Normally I have a really fat one. That's the only one I could get in shopping yesterday, so it's a little bit fine. That I have to see how I get on with that. If I look like I've gone cross-eyed, it's because I haven't got the hang of it. And I've got a couple of lip liners. This mine I've got to the end, and this is the stuff I do use, this oil, which I think does create a build-up on your hair, but I love it because I do get very frizzy hair. So, but again, I won't use that until I've got the pink that I want. That's it really. Willow's interested in what I've got in my shopping. I've got some presents to wrap for Mike's birthday. So I can't show you them because his birthday is on Tuesday. So you'll see those in the next video. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you again for all your support, all your comments, and for watching the video this week. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.